Hello, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Julie, and I've been away for a while, as some of you already know. Reason for that is I was very busy and I had some major computer problems. So before we begin tonight, I would like to take a moment to thank my wonderful son for helping me so much, and a special mention goes to my wonderful student, Andrew, who helps me through every problem that I have. He's so smart. So thank you, Andrew. Now, tonight we are going to be working on lesson 27 in the Build Your Vocabulary Advanced section. So I'm a little rusty and I had some changes on my computer, so I have to get used to things again. So let's go get our work screen. We know how to do that. All right, great. So Build Your Vocabulary number 27, Advanced. So now if you've already done Build Your Vocabulary numbers 1 through 26, you already know that having a strong and large vocabulary is necessary for communicating with others, reading, writing, listening, and speaking in English. I chose words for you that are not typically found in a basic English program, but nonetheless are very important and very common English words. I want you guys to learn these words by heart and incorporate them into your daily speaking whenever possible. Now, here are the words that you're going to be learning tonight. We have a few, or few, not the same at all, nuisance, affluent, former, latter, antithesis, and the verb to thrive. So let's see these words in action. Former means before the present or current time, at one time in the past, preceding in place or time. So here's some sample sentences with the word former. John is a former colleague of mine, and I haven't seen him in years. Since she got that big promotion, she hasn't been like her former self. A lot of money was spent, and many people worked hard to restore the castle to its former glory. Her former husband still calls her, and they occasionally go out for dinner together. He is the former president, and in my opinion, the best one of all. I prefer the former option. The remake of this movie is good, but I believe that the former version is better. Former generations would be amazed to see the technology used today. They delivered the package to my former address. He played basketball and football in school, but he much preferred the former. Latter. Now, this word is used referring to a person or thing that is situated second of the two previously mentioned. She told the children that they could have either vegetables or ice cream for a snack, and of course, they all chose the latter. Did he drive or walk to work today? The latter seems unlikely because he lives so far away. Of the two job offers I received, I much prefer the latter because there is more room for advancement and the social benefits are much better. This year, we will take our vacation in the latter part of the year. He presented two possibilities to fix the problem, and the latter seemed to be the most cost efficient. I believe that he was born somewhere in Europe in the latter half of the 19th century. She had to choose between studying law or medicine, and she eventually chose the latter. Now we're going to look at a few. Now this means some or a small number or amount of people, animals, or things. It's okay, I can wait a few minutes. I've been there a few times and I highly recommend going there at least once. I came up with a few suggestions that might help you. I sent out many invitations, but only a few people responded so far. She is new in the neighborhood, and I think she already has a few new friends. I have a few things left to do before I leave the office today, so I will meet you and the others at the pub. There are only a few left in stock, so be sure to place your order without delay. I have a few calls to make and a few errands to run, so I will probably be a little late. Can you lend me a few dollars till next week? He needs a few more hours to finish the report. She read a few books on personal growth and development. Now the word few. It's not the same as a few. So few means not many, not a lot, or almost none. I changed my hairstyle and dyed my hair, but sadly, few people at work noticed. He liked the proposal and made few changes. Unfortunately, few people were interested in my new small business idea. Surprisingly, she had few words to say. I can't believe so few people showed up for the free concert. We upgraded our system and startup went really well. We had few issues or problems. Lifelong friends are few and far between. The changes we made were insignificant and too few to mention. The article appeared in the newspaper last week, but it seems that few people read it. I left the last few cookies for you. Now the word antithesis. This word means the complete opposite of someone or something, a contrast or opposition of thoughts or ideas. Everyone knows that captivity is the antithesis of freedom. He received an award for his role as an abusive and troubled man, which is the antithesis of his real personality and character. I don't know why she is attracted to Jim. He is the complete antithesis to the man she described as her perfect man. Her work methods are the antithesis of mine, and therefore it is best if we work alone and in separate offices. Lowering educational standards is the very antithesis of what the new generation needs. Her taste in music is the very antithesis of mine. Now the word nuisance. Now this is a person or thing that causes an inconvenience or an annoyance to another or is offensive, usually in small or trivial ways. When applying for a loan, I had so many forms to fill out. It was such a nuisance, and they didn't even give me the loan. I can never sit outside in the springtime because my allergies are such an incredible nuisance. The weeds in my garden are a terrible nuisance. He puts his speakers outside and listens to classical music all day. The noise is such a nuisance to the neighbors. A bus strike is a complete nuisance to those that count on public transportation daily. My neighbor's dog is such a nuisance. He barks at everything and everyone he sees. Home renovations are costly and such a nuisance. Now the word affluent, referring to a person that is very wealthy, has a lot of assets or material goods or property. A person that is rich or prosperous. They are both doctors. That's why they can afford to live in such an affluent neighborhood. I read somewhere that the less fortunate are more generous than the affluent when donating to charities. He attended the best university because his family is very affluent. She is from an affluent background and therefore knows nothing about poverty and hardship. Thanks to my father's success, we are fortunate to live an affluent lifestyle. Only the most affluent families could afford to send their children to that very prestigious private school. I didn't receive an invitation to become a member of the New Country Club. I believe only the affluent were invited. Now the verb to thrive. This verb means to grow, develop, or flourish strongly and actively when referring to living things. To react and do very well in an environment. To grow, prosper, and be successful when referring to a business or enterprise. Not many businesses can thrive during difficult economic times. This type of tree usually thrives in this type of environment. Only the weeds are thriving in my backyard. Mosquitoes thrive in swampy areas. Space exploration has become a thriving industry. We stocked the lake with trout and they are thriving in there. A few new businesses opened up in our region and now our community is thriving and growing in population. I expect him to do well on this complicated project because he thrives on challenges. A business can never thrive without proper management and hardworking, dedicated employees. And that's it, we're done. So if you liked that video and it helped you, you can go ahead and subscribe to my channel. You can leave a little like on the video and you can leave a comment down below. Also, if you're looking to improve your English quickly, I forgot to prepare the books, so they're over here under all this paper. Hang on, you can get yourselves a copy of Basic English. This is the 3rd edition, published by McGraw-Hill and available everywhere, including Amazon, of course. If you guys get a copy of this book, I want you to start on the first page and complete every page right through to the end of the book. The answer key is at the back to support you while you are learning. Also, you can get yourselves a copy of English verb tenses if you're having difficulty with your verb tenses. So many people tell me, everybody tells me that they don't understand the verb tenses in English, but all those problems will be solved once you do this workbook. I want you guys to start on the first page and complete every single page right through to the end of the book. The answer key is at the back to support you while you are learning. Also, there are many other videos on my YouTube channel, so you can flip through those and do the ones you feel you need some help with. Better yet, I suggest you do all the videos on there. Also, I have a Facebook page if you would like to join. I put up some things up there to help the students, so you can join that. It's called Learn English with Julie Lachance, the same as this YouTube channel, has the same name. So I think that's everything I had to say. So now if I can remember how to click off from here. So I'll see you guys in the next lesson. Have a pleasant evening. Goodbye for now. How do I get out of here? Stop recording. Okay, bye.